With the disastrous results we've seen at the box office for DC, it's not exactly a surprise that people don't really have much hope when it comes to Aquaman 2, despite the first movie making over $1 billion. When you look at the last year worth of DC movies, Black Adam lost money, Blue Beetle lost money, Shazam 2 lost money, and The Flash might be one of Warner Brothers' biggest flops in their entire history. And now that Aquaman 2 has finally released a trailer and starting to put promotional material out there, a lot of people are expecting more of the same. But when we heard that some of the test screenings involved scenes that were so bad that audiences walked out, that they left the screenings, that it was just so bad, audiences couldn't sit there and finish the movie, you thought, wow, this must be really bad, worse than even some of the other things they've had out there. Well, now we know one of the exact scenes that made people walk out of the theater, and no, it doesn't have anything to do with Amber Heard's existence. Instead, it has to do with what they might do with one of the characters in this movie, specifically one of the characters introduced in the trailer, which is Aquaman's child. Now, these are just rumors at this point, but fair warning, if you don't want to be spoiled for potentially what happens in Aquaman 2, this is your warning. A new rumor claims a scene in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom caused viewers to walk out during test screenings. This is that rumor. Aquaman 2 kills baby, viewers walk out. Scoopers reveal a disgusting scene takes place in James Wan's sequel. Now, if this does happen in the movie, it's certainly not without precedent. This happened in the comic books back in the 70s to Aquaman's son. Now, it wasn't a baby. He was probably like a toddler or something at the time, but it was with Black Manta and Aquaman, and he set up this scenario where Aquaman's kid died. It is really dark, really fucking dark storyline in the comics. But it sounds like that's exactly what they might be doing. We heard the trailer, Black Manta coming for Aquaman's family. We heard him say that. Apparently, the scene where they actually do kill the baby is what made people walk out of this movie, which you certainly don't get that vibe from the trailer, and it could have been edited out at this point, who knows, but listen to some of the reactions. We talked about this just the other day. Grace Randolph brought up this old rumor and had a lot of people talking about it. Listen to this.
I think that's fine for a first trailer, but because I've heard people walked out of the test screening, I'd like to get a little bit of a better feel for the story.
Because I heard people walked out of the test screening. My Time to Shine Hello says that is correct. Then we get more information. I don't know why the Flash is in there with this microwave baby. But here we go. We have got more scoopers. I think I've got to go to this article. More scoopers that are saying that that is correct. Can we get some toast? This baby is going to fucking die, by the way. This is the moment. Sick. Aquaman 2 will kill the baby. Test screenings caused outrage. Hashtag DCU. Hashtag sick. So apparently this is that moment that caused so much outrage and disgust. The fact that people just got up and walked out. Now, obviously, I can see why some people would have a problem with that, depending on how it may be done. Is it the lighthouse blown up, scene on fire? Is that when it occurs? Is it something more graphic? You certainly don't get the vibe like something like that would occur, at least in a really morbid way from the trailer, but apparently this is the case. Whether that still exists, whether they did it a different way, whether they decided to write that out altogether, who knows in the final cut of the movie, but apparently that is the reason why so many people were disgusted with the initial Aquaman 2 screenings that they saw. It makes a lot of sense why this movie had to go through 3 rounds of reshoots. It makes a lot of sense why we didn't get a trailer till 90 days out from the movie. Sounds like there had to be a lot of changes made to make this thing releasable, and who knows if that is in there or not. Obviously, there's precedent in the comics, but depending on how you do it, I can see why some people would be very upset seeing something like that on screen. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.